back, everyone. Man, let me get this adjusted here. All right. Welcome back. Man, talk about an incredible week. Nailed some of my calls on, EDSA, HLBZ, CRVS, NNVC. Scary out of the halt. But man, if you were like crazy fast and prepared, nice spike out of the halt on NNVC. But that being said, it's one of those days. It's one of those days. I always do the bad singing, but this DJ microphone just makes me want to bring out the terrible singing. So, all right, I'm super strapped for time. So drop your questions in chat as always, and I'm going to be in and out of here very quick. I've got a lot going on. I got to prepare for a webinar tonight. If you're interested, it is a free hour-long webinar tonight. Nicole will drop the link in chat, I'm sure. So definitely check it out if you got time. If not, I understand. All right, that being said, I know everybody wants to talk about MRIN. MRIN is also my number one and is also the most liquid stock on Oracle. So Oracle, we currently have a high of day, what I would call 11. So just keep things simple. I would call this a dip and rip. Love the news. Some revenue share with Google. Well, nice to see. Love to see that. And you guys remember this one. This was a recent squeezer. All the way back in beginning of July. Already 2.5 months ago. But here's the biggest thing I do want to say about MRIN. And remember, I said it was over. I said it was over when this thing was at 18, 16, 15. And I can't remember the number I gave, but it's probably a lot like ELF. I probably said, hey, this should be a $6 stock. I don't know. You can go back and watch. Just like I said, ELF should be an $8 stock. Remember, don't believe the idiot basement dwelling short sellers. This thing is not going, as much as I bashed it on the backside, never at any point did I say this thing's going all the way back to $1.78. Now, if you follow creepy weirdos in their mom's basement, they'll tell you it is. So anyway, nice basing action. They're at 550, going back to that news back in July, which was also the breakout level from back in last October. So that being said, we got some great news. I'd look for that break of 11 post 945, risk down on VWAP, and then a goal. You basically got that give you a 50 cent roughly risk. That would give you a goal of 1250. Could this? In all realistic, talking realistic, not pie in the sky dreams, could this go to 1250? Listen, again, history doesn't repeat, but it rhymes. Back in July, from gapped up to 3, went to 8, gapped up to 9, went to 18, gaps up to 20, goes to 27. It's got the ability to move. Now, stick to your plan, et cetera, et cetera. But when we talk about realistic goals, could this realistically get to 1250 if the volume stays 13 million shares this morning? Sure. And again, Oracle has that 1252 level as a major resistance level, which would tell you if the trade plays out as expected, you'd probably want to take profits into that 1250 level. So dip and rip over 11, risk on VWAP, goal 3-1. And then Zila, and then I'm probably I'm going to run through a few. Zila, dip and rip over 215. Keep in mind, guys and gals, I love all the ladies out there as well. I keep going into the FM DJ mode with this. Anyway, I would be careful with anything but MRIN early, because it's what it's what I call the shiny object. Ultimately, everyone's going to be watching MRIN. So any of what I would call the secondary plays, which to me Zila's a secondary play, I would be. So let's say you don't like MRIN for whatever reason, and it's valid, whatever. You're just like, Tim, I don't like MRIN. I feel like you still got to watch it, because if MRIN goes wild today, I think a lot of these other plays are going to struggle to make any moves. That make any sense? You know, and again, this is a concept I talk about all the time. There's only so many degenerate day traders, okay? Most people aren't trading the stocks that we're trading, okay? I mean, listen, you'll never hear about MRIN anywhere in, CNBC, Wall Street Journal, Bloomberg News, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So not that that's a bad thing. It's just understand that when we get a wild runner like an EDSA, like a CRVS, quite frequently, there's only one or two of them. So in my opinion, you got to keep an eye on those. If Zila's your number one, if any of these other runners this week are your mains, you still got to watch MRIN. And then, so for me, MRIN is number one, and then number two is CRVS. Nothing new here. I'd be looking at a red to green for the continuation of a squeeze. 850 would be the aggressive play, and then the break of 9 in the afternoon would be the more conservative play. And that's all I need, I mean, I think one of the mistakes a lot of people make is they try and trade and watch, quote unquote, too many stocks. It only takes one, and especially if you're part-time, if you're a part-time trader or you're under the PDT. Get out of this mode of thinking that more is better. Okay, I don't care if there's 50 stocks running or one stock running. If I can make $1.50 a share on MRIN, I don't care if there's 50 moving. I don't care if there's one moving. It only takes one. So CRVS, aggressive, morning idea, red to green, more conservative idea, break of 9 into the afternoon. And I tell you, I said this with CRVS. I mean, this was on the weekend watch list. I did a video on Friday. I'm like, this thing is going to hang around. And I compared it to MRIN, ELF, all of them, BTX, et cetera, SRPT, et cetera. So, all right. Again, sorry to be a little rushed, everyone, but I just got a crazy busy day, but I'm still here for you, and I do the best I can in the time allotted. So have a great day, and we will, again, check out the webinar tonight, free, 7 p.m. Eastern. Have a great day, and we'll see you next time. I need to get that outro music, so...